My grandfather in 1960 told me that he didn't want me to be in shock with regard to the weather because it's warmed up like the spring and rivers have started to flow more and the fog patterns and skies have changed. And even though it was that time of the year, and it seemed different. And the weather, the winter months seemed like it was shorter, and the summer months seemed longer. He told me that the rivers that were frozen had started to thaw quicker. Well, what to do then? I asked, and there was not really an answer. But he responded by saying that, of course, the weather changes. I want to say quickly and succinctly that I go to the area named Kidlinak area in our region, and it's an area where it's iced over. And I've seen melting more in the mountainous areas. And there's also trout in one of the lakes. That's an area I go. When I went and reached my destination to that area, when I saw the trout on the edge, I saw quite a few dead fish. And also I've seen that in some of the islands on the edge as well. There were quite a few that were dead. And I mentioned it to the Environment Department about that, why so many fish have been found along the edges of the lakes and along the seashores. So I believe the response was because there was no more air due to the pressure of the ice that had built up. So they lost oxygen, and that's basically, they all died off. And according to researchers and scientists, they're not quite sure of why this phenomena happens. But I'm going to stop there for now. Thank you for the opportunity.
So my question will be, the lakes that you have, where you go fishing, obviously, to keep yourself warm and clothe yourself, have you noticed the thickness of the ice in your lakes, in your region? We had heard from the other parts of the rest of Nunavut that the ice is much thinner. Is it similar in Qitalmyud? Whichever is prepared to respond. Thank you. The sea ice, I travel a lot as well. And when in different parts of the waters, when you do the drilling, and we have enough tools, maybe 200-mile intervals, I start going out and to be harvesting out there. And some days They're also fluctuating in that some years, for example, in April, you have the ice condition, and then the other years, they're not very thick in that same month. And then same thing when you do the drilling through the ice, you can tell how thick they are, and some, especially in the salt waters, we have a thickness that doesn't really measure up to the years past, and so obviously they are getting a bit thinner even in the dead of winter. And then this is what I've seen because of my own curiosity, and I do go fishing regularly, and it's a good distance from Cambridge, and I do go harvesting for fish from. It is again, the ice condition is different. Some can get pretty thick, and then some are very thin for the ice.